Greetings, 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 greetings. I do not know what happened to my other, but we are here. That one did not work. We are here. It is a beautiful morning. It is a great morning. We are grateful that you are here. We are thankful that you are here. You are welcome. How has your week been? How has your week been? How is the Saturday going? How is it going? How is it going? It is a beautiful morning here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. The weather is changing a little bit, but yes, we here. We here. Let me make sure my volume is up. You are very welcome. Oh, sorry about that. It looks like I covered the camera right there, but you are so welcome. It is a beautiful morning. As we always do it, we will soak in the music a little bit. I tried to come on with my iPad this morning, and that wasn't working. So, but yeah, you are so welcome. You are welcome. As we always do it, we will soak in the music a little bit before we start. Call a friend to call a friend. Call a friend to call a brother. Be a blessing to somebody. Be a blessing to someone, as I share on our other platforms as well. Be a blessing to someone. You are so welcome. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amanda Akufiaya. I am your host. I come your way every Saturday morning. You are so welcome. You are very, very welcome. As we soak in the music a little bit, we will start in 2 minutes. We will start in 2 minutes. You are so welcome. Please share to bring people on. Share to be a blessing to somebody. Share to be a blessing to someone. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. Share to be a blessing to someone. As we soak in this music a little bit, you all know I have to come with my note. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. It is beautiful Saturday morning, and God has been good. I always say that who are we that He is so mindful of us? Who are we through our troubles, through our what do you call it? Through our how do I say it? Our sins, through our actions, He still loves us. He still loves us regardless. He still loves us through and through. He's been nothing but gracious unto us. He's been nothing but favoring us in anything and everything that we do. He has been nothing but a father that loves his children. So I always say that who are we that He's so mindful of us? Who are we that He's so mindful of us? Who are we that He loves us unconditionally? Who are we that God protects, God shields and honors in every little chance that He get? Who are we? We are so grateful that you are here. If you are here and you don't know who I am, my name is Amanda Akufiaya. Please share to bring somebody on here. Share to be a blessing to somebody. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. So today, as we can see, our topic is finding your inner peace. Finding your inner peace. Finding your inner peace. Do not let anybody or anything destroy that inner peace. Do not let anybody or anything destroy that happiness that you have built. Do not let anything or anybody come between you and your peace, if I can put it that way. And as I always say, listen to the inner light. It will guide you. Listen to the inner peace. It will feed you. So do not let anybody destroy your happiness. Do not let anybody come between you and your happiness. You will never find inner peace until you listen to your heart. And it's something that you need to do. You will never find that happiness. You will never find that inner peace until you listen to your heart, until you listen to yourself, until you listen to how you feel, until you listen to what is going on, until you listen to that, you will never find that peace yourself. Okay, so we need to strike the balance between finding that, so that we can find our inner peace, between not making anything disrupt that, not making anything come between what we supposed to get as a person. Okay, no matter what happens in life, never let anything destroy your inner peace. Never let anything destroy what you need to get. Never let anybody destroy where you need to go from where you are. Never let anybody destroy that. Okay, you need that inner peace. You need to find that. You need to find a balance through that. However or whatever you do in order to get that is what you have to do. But do not let anybody or anything come between you and your peace. Do not let anybody do that. You do not get peace by rearranging the situation or your surroundings, but by identifying yourself at the deepest level. So we do have to identify what we need in ourselves, what we need deeply. We do have to identify what makes us tick. We do have to identify how we are able to get to that level. We do need to have a deeper connection with ourselves. As I said, do not let anybody or anything come between you and your peace. Don't do it. Do not do it, because it's not worth it. Okay? It's not every situation that you have to answer. It is not every situation that you have to give your time to. It is not every situation that you have to address. No matter what happens in life, never let anyone destroy your inner peace. Never let any situation destroy your inner peace. Never let anything disrupt the system that you have going on, if I can put it that way. Never let anybody do that. Peace is a result of understanding your mind and make it in a way your life is rather than anything else. That's what I wrote here. I said peace is a result of understanding your need and making it in a way that your life understands it. Okay, so for you to understand what you need, for you to understand where you're moving from, for you to understand what disrupts your inner peace, what disrupts your ability to have that sanity, what disrupts your ability to have that peace of mind, you need to find that and work with it. You need to find that and rearrange it. You need to find that and settle that cause if need be. You need to do that. You need to do that. You need to find that and work on that. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter wherever it takes you to. But finding that inner peace is very, very important. Finding that inner peace is very, very crucial to your life. Okay, so do not let anybody or anything distract you from finding that inner peace. Thanks for joining. If you join us here, please share to bring somebody on. Okay, never let anybody or anything or any situation distract you from your inner peace or move you away from your inner peace. As I said earlier on, it is not every situation that you have to answer. It is not every situation that you have to give audience to. Especially if that thing is not going to help you in any way, if that thing is not going to allow you to get the best of you. Okay, you do not have to give audience to everything and anything. All right, peace is something you need at all times, and you need patience to build it. So you can realize that from what we spoke about, was it 2 weeks ago, and today goes hand in hand. All right. If you don't have patience, you're not going to build on your inner peace. If you don't have patience, there will be no way that you'll be able to move from one point to the other. Somebody wrote, I think George wrote, peace is priceless. Yes, got it. All right. So as I said, it's not anything or everything that you have to let that situation, how do I put it? You have to let that situation disrupt it. Okay, you do need to make sure 1 second, guys. Let me make sure this thing is up right. Okay, there we go. So you do not need to allow or have someone come into your space, all right, to disrupt whatever you have going on. All right, if you have to set boundaries, then do set boundaries. If you have to set limit, then do set limit. But do not let anybody or anything disrupt the feeling or the peace that you've built. Do not let anybody do that. It takes time and patience to get that. It takes effort to get to where you will say that, yes, now I have a peace of mind. Now I have inner peace. It takes time to get that. So once you've gotten to that situation or that portion, do not let anybody or any situation come in and destroy that. Don't do it. All right? It's gradual. Let things change. It's easy to how do I put it? To get carried away in situations. It's easy to let whatever is going on get the best of us at the end of the day. And we don't realize that that is what we are doing. We don't realize that, hey, this thing that I am saying or this thing that I am given access to or I am giving audience to, it is actually destroying the peace that I've built. It is actually destroying the sanity that I've built. Do not let anybody come in and destroy it. As I said, listen to the inner light. It will guide you. Listen to the inner peace. It will feed you. Okay? So do not let anybody or anything come in and destroy that. Try to find peace in yourself and not anywhere else. Try to find peace in your situation and not anywhere else. Try to be at peace with yourself. Because most of us, we're not even at peace with our own self. Most of us, we're not even at peace with our own self. You know, inner peace comes when we are relaxed. But when the tension is high, when we are always going non-stop, how do we get time to find that peace? How do we get time to unwind and settle, you know, to find that thing that we're looking for, to find that peaceful place that we're looking for? How? Sometimes you have to be willing to lose some friends, lose some connections, lose some contracts in order to find your inner peace. Sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to lose certain people, certain connections in order to get that peace of mind, in order to get that inner peace that you need. Sometimes that is what you need to do. So if that's what you have to do, then you have to guard yourself enough. You have to be built up enough to say that, yes, I am willing to forgo these because my inner peace matters, because my sanity matters, because my peace of mind matters over everything. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Are you willing to lose that connection? Are you willing to lose that friendship? Are you willing to lose that place and the things that create the noise around your life or in your life? Are you willing to lose that in order to get that peace of mind that you need? In order to get that inner peace that you deserve? That is the word. Are you willing to do that? It might not be easy to just get up and say, yes, I'm going to do that, and then you go. It is not easy sometimes to do that. But you have to be able to choose between yourself and that noise, yourself and that place, yourself and that connection, and what it brings in totality. You have to do that. And if you do your analysis and you realize that these things end with and this thing doesn't worth my time or doesn't worth my peace, then you have to let go. You have to make that decision to let go. You have to make that decision and let go. You have to do that. So are you willing to do that? Are you willing to sit down and say, yes, at some point in life, I needed these people. At some point in life, I needed these connections. At some point in life, I needed these places. But right now, it is not worth my inner peace. Right now, it is not worth my time. Right now, it is not worth the sanity that I need. Someone will ask, do you have the balls to do that? Are you bold enough to sit there and say, this is what I want to do? Thank you all for joining. This is a dose of encouragement. If you're on here, please share to bring somebody on. Sometimes that is what you need to do. And are you doing that? Are you able, or are you willing? It's not even being able, because where there is a will, there is a way. So are you willing to do that? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to let go of the people that you've known all this while? Are you willing to let go of the connections that you've built all this while, if they are not bringing anything positive to the table? If they're not making any no, don't. I'm not even going to say that, because they might be making contributions to your life, but they might not be giving you that peace of mind that you need. Are you willing to lose that connections, to lose that friendship, to lose those places just to get your inner peace? He who lives in harmony with himself live in harmony with the world. So if you are able to separate yourself from these connections, these noise, if you are able to separate yourself from these negativity, then you'll be able to live in harmony with yourself. You know, we don't stress on inner peace that much. We don't stress on our sanity that much. We don't stress on the fact that all we know to do is responding to others, because if we don't respond to them, then we are weak. No. There is a saying in our local dialect that sawushe dry na wu dry na obodam for befa wontuma ube dwane dinechi. And between you and that madman who is mad. So those that don't understand what I just said, there is a proverb in our local language that if you are in the bathroom taking a shower and a madman or a mad woman comes to take your towel or your cloth, would you run after that madman naked? And if you do that, between you and that madman, who is mad? So we might be getting things that we think they are right. We might be having things that we think we need. We might be in connections that we think we need because of what they contribute to our lives. But have you accessed these two and found out that whatever they are bringing to your life is all negativity? Whatever they're bringing to your life is all chaff. Let me put it that way. Yes, there might be few good here and there. Do not let anything destroy that inner peace. The fact that they say something to you doesn't mean that you have to respond to them. Is that worth your time? Is that worth your peace? Is that worth your sanity? Is what you have to ask yourself. Your inner peace is the greatest and valuable thing that you have, and you need to treasure it. You need to treasure that, because what you value speaks for you. What you value determines how, I always say that however you see yourself, or whatever you value determines how people are going to respond to you. So if you are somebody who always go with anything, who always responds to anything, who does anything, like, answer to anything, then people will come in at all times, because they know that, as for this lady, as for this gentleman, whenever we go, he or she is going to say something. He or she is going to respond to whatever we go with, be it negative, be it positive. But you have to choose and pick which battle you will fight. You have to choose and pick what would, there is a question that we always have to ask ourselves before we answer certain questions, that what will be the end result in this thing that I am going to answer to? What will be the end result in this situation that I am giving audience to? That is what we have to ask ourselves. And most of the time we don't do it. 9 out of 10 times we don't do it. 9 out of 10 times we like jumping into it because somebody has said something. Learning to ignore things is one way to get into that inner peace. Is one way to a great path. Learning to ignore things. As I said earlier on, it is not everything and anything that we have to respond. Is it worth your time? Is it worth your energy? Is it worth your resources? That time that you'll be responding to these negativities, you could have done something productive with your time. You could have reached a step closer to that goal that you've been working on, a step closer to that destination that you're looking to go to. It's not everything that you need to answer. Do not let anything or anybody destroy that inner peace that you've built all this while. Do not do that. Also, laugh more, because laughing is medicinal. Laugh more. It is not every situation that we have to be so serious about. It is not. The more we laugh, the more we don't even have the time to respond to this negativity. The more we laugh about situations, the more we realize that it is not every situation that is worth your time. Find that inner peace. Follow that inner light. It will guide you. Follow that inner peace. It will feed you. Let that inner peace feed you. Let that desire make you want to go further into loving your own self, into finding that inner peace, into finding that peaceful place that you need to be. Find that inner peace. And I wrote here certain things that you can do to find that inner peace. Find that inner peace. Find that inner peace. One thing that we can do is laughing more. Laughing. We might think that, when you laugh more, people don't take you serious. No, but it depends on where and what you're laughing about. Is it time for serious matters and you laughing? Or you laugh when somebody says something negative to you and you just think about it and you like, and you move on. Laugh more. It's not everything that you have to take serious. It is not everything that we have to take serious. We have to love ourselves more to be able to want to protect that inner peace, to be able to want to guard that inner peace that we've found or that we have. It is only then that you will learn to realize that yourself deserves more than the other. That what you feel or what you want matters way more than what that person wants. That's why I said, are you willing to lose some connections? Are you willing to lose some friends? Are you willing to lose some people and some places to get your inner peace? Find that balance. Love yourself more. We don't spend time loving ourselves, giving ourselves that self-care that much. We don't do that. We don't do that. Most of us It's all about what the others feel. It's all about how the other feel. It's all about, oh, how my action impacts that person. Yes, it is very good to do that. It is very, very, yeah, it is the right thing to do. Don't get me wrong. It is the right thing to do. That in anything and everything that you do, you consider the other person. Okay? But when you're doing that and those people or the other person is not doing that, being considerate of you, then you need to take decision. Then you need to figure out, what am I going to do in order to protect that sanity that I have gotten, in order to protect that peace that I have right now? What am I going to do? You have to do that. You have to find that. So that is where self-care is very much important. If whatever you're giving to that person is not what you're getting back, then you need to sit down and rethink. Is that person worth your time? Is that person worth your peace? Is that person worth your sanity? That is why, once again, I am saying you have to be willing to let go of certain things, to let go of situations, let go of connections, let go of places that you've become attached to. If that is not bringing peace to you, if that is not bringing peace to you, you have to set limits and boundaries in order to protect that peace, in order to protect that sanity of yours, in order to protect that inner peace that you've gotten to. You have to set boundaries. You have to set limit. Are you willing to lose those friends? Are you willing to lose those connections? Thanks for joining, Miss Jemima. Thanks for joining, Reverend Rashida. Thanks for everybody that is joining. Thank you all for joining. Please share to bring somebody on. Are you willing to lose that connection? Are you willing? Set those boundaries. Because it is only by setting boundaries that people will know that, hey, this person I cannot say this thing to. This person I cannot do this around them or in their presence. This person I cannot take this thing to them. Because when I do, this is what they do. Because they have rules, they have boundaries, they have limit that you can go. We Africans, we sometimes afraid to set those boundaries because we think of what people will say. We think of what the other person will say. Oh, if I do this, what would that person say? If I do that, how is that person going to react? If I do that, how is that person going to react? But how about if I do that, how will I feel? Have you asked yourself that question? Or it's always about that person? Have you asked yourself that? Have you asked yourself that? If I take this decision about this situation, how am I going to feel? Have you asked yourself, have you even for once asked yourself that question? Some of us are like that we always want to please the other person without even thinking about ourselves. But sometimes it is good to set that limit. Sometimes it is good to set that boundaries. Because when you do that, you end up pushing aside those negative comments, those negative influence, those negative actions that people think that they can run it through you every time because, Amanda or Miss Jemima or Miss Rashida will not do anything if I do this. Maybe that's how naturally we are. Maybe that's how naturally that person is. But even if that's how that person is, eventually they will get to their breaking point. Eventually they will get to that part where they will say that enough is enough. So for you not to wait till it gets to that part, for you not to wait till you say that, okay, It's gotten way too far and I have to set boundaries on. You have to start by setting that boundaries now. Setting that limit now. Set that limit now. Because you realize that you will always end up pushing yourself to too far, too thin than where you can go to if you don't set that limit. Is that person worth your inner peace? Is the question. Is that thing worth your time? Is the question. Is that person or is that thing worth your time? Is it worth you losing that sanity? Is it worth you losing that peace? Is it worth you losing that peace of mind that you've built all this while? Is it worth it? What is that person contributing to your inner peace? Does that person have your interest at heart, that they consider what they do and how it affects you? Does that person consider how they make you feel with their actions? Have you sat down and asked yourself that question? And if you are on the other side of the line, then ask yourself that too. How is my action impacting this person? How is my action disrupting his or her inner peace? How? Let that self-love be more. Love yourself more to be able to say that enough is enough. Love yourself more to be able to say that whatever sanity, whatever peace that I have gotten to, I need to protect it. Love yourself more. I can't stress that enough. Sometimes I see people that are people person and they always want to let the other person feel good, okay? And in so doing, there is a good side and a bad side to that, all right? Good side is, yes, you're making that person look good. You're making that person feel good. You're being there for that person. But the bad side is you neglecting yourself. You neglecting how you feel. You neglecting your inner peace. You neglecting your sanity. And then we end up saying, oh, if they are okay, I am okay. That statement is true to a certain level. It's true to a certain point. But you need to take care of yourself. You need to want to take care of you before taking care of others. I said some time ago that you cannot serve from an empty vessel. You cannot serve from an empty barrel. If you do not take care of yourself, if you do not have that peace, if you do not have that sanity, how then do you help the other person? How? How do you help the other person? You need to also try and meditate at all times, because you know what that does? We don't do that more often. And I'm one, I don't do that more often. I'm like, when I meditate, then, but we need to. We need to meditate often. Because that decreases the anxiety level. That decreases the what if level. That decreases the, oh, what is that person feeling level about my action level. And it prevents that depression that is lingering around. Find that inner peace. If it means that you taking responsibility for something that you are responsible for, then do it. Because in so doing, it helps you to bridge that gap of, oh, he did this, he did that, and he's not even taking time to acknowledge it. And then they end up continually going on and on and on because you haven't taken responsibility for what you did. And there are some too, even when you take responsibility, they still talk about it. We've all been there. Even when you've taken responsibility for what you've done, they still talk about it. If that is the case, move on. Let your inner peace supersede anything and everything. As I said, self-love matters. Self-love. If nothing at all, take care of yourself. Take care of that inner peace. Take care of that sanity of yours. There is so much going on that we end up getting wrapped in that we don't even take time to find out. Do we even have that peace of mind? Because all we know to do is dealing with so many things, dealing with things here and there. But take time to love yourself. Take time to do some self-care. Find that inner peace. That inner peace will take you to places. That inner peace will let you do things that you might think that you're not capable of. As I said earlier on, it is not every situation. It is not every comment. It is not anything and everything that you have to comment or you have to address. And it is not everything that you have to make mountain out of. Sometimes certain things need to be let go. Do not make mountain out of a molehill. It is not everything that you have to get upset about. It is not everything that you have to respond to. It is not everything that you have to say that, oh, he did that, she did that, so I need to do the same. No, it is not everything. It is not easy to do. To say that this has happened, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. This has happened, I'm not going to do this out of respond to it. It is not easy. I don't come here to give us easy things to deal with. It is not easy to do. But you have to understand that it is not everything that you have to make an issue out of it. It is not anything and everything that you have to be upset about. Little thing, then you flare up. Little thing, then you get upset. Little thing, then you are angry. How then do you build on your inner peace? How then do you build on your sanity? How then do you get to that inner place or peaceful place? How then? How then do you do that? Because everything you're getting upset about it, even when you shouldn't be. Everything you getting annoying and you making a whole issue out of nothing. How then do you have that inner peace? How then do you find that? As I said, do not let anything or any situation destroy that inner peace of yours. And if you don't have that inner peace, then find it. It starts by you setting boundaries. It starts by you taking care of you. It starts by you having yourself, your best interest at heart. It starts by that. That's where it starts. That is where it starts. Don't let anybody destroy that inner peace. Once you listen to that inner peace, it feeds you. It gives you the ability to know what to answer and what not to answer. To know what to give your time to and what not to give your time to. Find that self-care. Find that self-love. How pleasant often is it that somebody says something negative to you, and then you just look at them and you smile, and then you walk away? Because you know exactly what you're working on. You know exactly what you're dealing with. Because you are way more important things to do than to answer every little thing, every negative comment that comes your way, or that comes your table, that come across your table. I mean, find that inner peace. Love yourself more. Set that boundaries. Set that limit. If by so doing you lose friends, let them go. If by so doing you lose family, let them go. If by so doing you lose connections, let them go. But your inner peace is way more important. Your inner peace, like, find that. There is nothing like that peaceful place that you can escape to when negativity start coming around. There is nothing like that. There is nothing like that. That peaceful place that you run to, and then you say, I'm here. I don't care whatever anybody says. I don't care whatever is going on. I don't care whatever you are doing. My peace matters. There is nothing like that. Set those boundaries. And how do you set those boundaries? You set by letting those people know that, hey, this is me. And if you're coming in, this is what I need and this is what I don't need. And if that person cannot follow that rule, cannot follow that instructions that you've given them, then they're not worth your time. They're not worth to be in your space. They're not worth to be around you. Set those boundaries. Set those boundaries. Set those boundaries. It is not an easy thing to do. It is not an easy task to do. I can tell you that. When you've given people the yardstick, all right, for them to do anything and everything that they need to do or they want to do. And now you've said to yourself that, hey, I gave you all this and you all are misusing it. I gave you all this liberty. You all are misusing it, mistreating it. So now I need to take care of me. Now I need to take care of my sanity. Now I need to take care of my peace. And so this is the boundary. This is the limit. A person that really values you, that really loves you, that really wants to see you happy and wants to see you glow and blossom will understand. They will. But a person who would not, or who thinks that, oh, they have the right, or they have yeah, that is it. They have the right. They are entitled to your life. If I can put it that way, they are entitled to your sanity. Will feel some type of way about it. And those are the people you have to weed out. Those are the people you have to let go. Miss Jemima, it's definitely not an easy thing to do, but very necessary to set boundaries. Yes, it is not. It is not easy to set those boundaries and those limits. But you have to start at some point, because most people abuse it if we don't set up. And then B Road, always protect your peace. Yes. If that person is not bringing that, let them go. As I said, you should be willing. Sometimes you need to be willing to lose friendship, connections, people, and places that you've been attached to. You gotta let go. Sometimes you do gotta let them go. It is an easy thing to do? No, it is not. You know, you have to come to a place where you can realize that, hey, I've tried this, it didn't work. I've tried to make things better, it didn't work. I've tried to let them or let that situation see where I'm coming from, it didn't work. So it is time for me to take decisions into my own hands. It's time for me to say, I'm not going to say anything about this situation anymore. Whatever you do, whatever that situation is, let it be. I'm not going to respond to it. You have to decide what to respond and what not to respond to. You have to. You have to decide on that. You have to decide on that. Excuse me. It is not an easy thing to do, but you need to sit down and assess the situation. Is this thing really helping me to get to that peaceful place that I want to be? Is this thing really helping me to get that peace of mind that I need? You need to. You need to find that. Why would you allow somebody to detect how you live your life? Let me put it that way. Or how you want your sanity to be. How? But we've given people that liberty. We've given situations that liberty. We've given everything that comes our way, that priority, other than ourselves. Make yourself a priority. Let yourself come before anything else. If that thing doesn't benefit you by making sure that your sanity is intact, by making sure that your peace of mind is intact, then you got to make changes. He who finds harmony with himself, find harmony with the world. Because you realize that once you set those boundaries and once things start working for you, you realize that people will follow suit. As you see yourself, so is that is how people see you. Let me put it that way. As a man thinketh, so is he. How you portray yourself is how people are going to respond to you. What do you say and how you do things will determine how people respond to you, will determine how people will address you. So if you've given people the notion that, oh, at this junction, anything goes, then of course they will come in with anything and everything. But when you let people realize that, hey, what we've gotten to, my peace matters, my sanity matters, okay, I matter, I am priority before anything else, then people are going to respect that. Will it take immediate effect? No. It might take time for people to get to that stage where they understand that, hey, this is you and this is what we have to deal with. It will take time. But at least you've started that change. At least you've started that. And whoever loves you needs to follow. Whoever needs you needs to follow. Don't let anything distract that peace of mind. Sometimes I have conversations with my sister. She's on here, Benedicta. And then sometimes I'm like, this situation, I want to respond. And most of the time she says, why would you want to respond to things that will not bring any benefit to you? Miss Jemima wrote, in this age of platform on social media, you have to sometimes ask yourself if this group is promoting any growth in my life. Sometimes take away your energy, your peace, and give you junk back. Your sanity matters. Very true. And Miss Jemima, I hope that's what we are doing. I hope we are contributing to your growth and to everybody on here's growth. But yeah, she's very right. Some of these platforms, no. All they talk about is negativity. All they talk about is this person did this person did that, this person did that. I know sometimes you want to be informed, okay, about certain things. Recently, that reminds me, recently I just started following, I think, One Ghana TV or something. And I think that was a couple of weeks ago. And when I did that, every time that page comes, it's either this person has gone to do this celebrity. And I'm like, what is going on? So I unfollowed that. So what Miss Jemima is saying is very, very true. Is that page promoting your growth? Or is that page always giving you negative stuff? The same way we're talking about platforms here, the same way that it resonates to our friends and our families. As I always say, I don't come sit here as if I am perfect. We all have our faults. We all have our issues. We all have let me put it this way, our demons that we're working with. But we come on here to learn from each other. We come on here to give ourselves that support. That is one of the main reasons I started this channel, or I started this platform. And I started this NGO, okay, to learn from each other, to give people that hope, that advice, or that support, you know, and to learn from each other. That is why I started doing that. And I'm thankful to the team and my husband for supporting me for this course, because it's not an easy thing to do. But yeah, let's circle back to what we were saying. If that platform, if that social media group is not giving you anything to help you grow, why are you still on there? If it's not giving you anything to be at peace with yourself, be in that peaceful place, why are you still on there? Your sanity matters, you know. Maybe you're on there for some goodies, some motivation, some good things. And then it started with that, and then gradually it dwindled down. It's time for you to decluster, if that is the right word, yourself. Do away with things that doesn't bring any positivity, that doesn't bring any peace of mind. That is not worth your sanity. I will always dwell on the sanity part. Do away with those. Oh, thank you, Miss Jemima. Thank you. Do away with that. Do away with that. Pardon us today. Our system was giving us issue when we tried coming on at 7, so we were a little bit late. So pardon us today. Your inner peace matters, you know. Your sanity matters. Feed yourself. Feed your soul. Let yourself be priority in anything and everything. If you cannot find that inner peace with yourself, you will never find it anywhere else. If you cannot be in that peaceful place, you will not be able to help people get there. As I said, you cannot feed people from an empty vessel. You cannot feed people from an empty barrel. You cannot do that. You need to be filled up. You need to have enough to be able to give to somebody else. So if you yourself, you do not have peace of mind, if you yourself, you do not have sanity, how then do you help the other person? Maybe, you know, sometimes we might think that because nobody is coming to us, because nobody is seeking advice from us, people don't hold us in high esteem. Sometimes that's what we think. The fact said, nobody has come to you to say, hey, Amanda, I need advice on this. How do I do this? How do I do that? Doesn't mean that somebody somewhere doesn't look at you or doesn't look up to you. That doesn't mean that you are not a mentor to somebody. George always says something. Footstep today, footprint tomorrow. I don't know if that's the George, if you're on, you can correct me if that's the right word, the right statement. Footstep today, footprint tomorrow. So whatever we are doing now, however we are doing it, we live in that footprint. You might ask me, oh, but how is this related to inner peace that we're talking about? As I said earlier on, the fact that nobody has come to you to say that, hey, I need this, I need that, I need this advice, I need that, doesn't mean that nobody is looking up to you. And you leaving footprint on here today or you stepping here today to leave footprint for tomorrow means that once it, as I said earlier on, is it everything that you have to give audience to? And if you even have to give audience to that thing, how then are you giving that audience? Are you giving that audience in a positive manner? Or are you giving that audience in a negative manner? Footstep here, footprint tomorrow. Are you leaving that positive footprint? Are you leaving that footprint by assessing that situation to see that is this worth my time? If I answer this, how does it contribute to my peace of mind? How does it contribute in a way that I would have to, in a way that I leave a right legacy? Sometimes you have to let go of, what do you call it? People, connections, places that you've become attached to, friends that you've become attached to. Sometimes you gotta let them go. Stop building that inner peace today. Stop building that inner peace now. Stop building your sanity today. Let everything and anything that you do link to that peace that you're looking for. Link to that sanity that you're striving for. Listen to the inner light, it will guide you. Listen to the inner peace, it will feed you. Let that peace feed you. Let that peace urge you to do things for yourself. Urge you to love yourself more. Urge you to give yourself some self-love. Laugh more, love more, and live life. For your inner peace is the greatest thing that you can ever have. And as I said, to get to that inner peace, it takes work. It takes patience. It takes you going through so many things in order to get there. You cannot get there in a day. You cannot get there in a minute. It takes time. It takes you building up. It takes you changing your mindset for once to start building it. Mindset matters, you know. In order for you to get to that peaceful place, that inner peace, mindset matters. Have the mindset to be able to get to that space. Have the mindset to be able to say that enough is enough. Have the mindset for change. Change is a difficult thing. Maybe we've always put in people's interest first. Change is hard. It will not be easy to change things around. It will not be easy to reshuffle other things to make yourself a priority. It will not be easy. But with gradual effort, with constant effort, you will get there. And it starts by you setting boundaries. It starts by you setting limits on anything. Once again, this is a dose of encouragement. My name is Amanda Akrufiaye, and I come your way every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. GMT time. Make a date with us. If you have not subscribed on our channel yet, please do. If you haven't visited our website yet, please do. www.adoseofencouragement.com. Please do, to see what we are about. Put your email and your information on there so that we can always send you newsletters about what we are doing. To my team, thank you so much wherever you are. I know sometimes I'm hard on you guys, but the work needs to be done. Thank you so much. And to my husband, thank you for the support that you've always been given to me. And to you, my fans, to you, my followers, we cannot have this without you. This process cannot be successful without you. We say that may God bless you. May God honor you as you've honored us by following us, by always waking up, making a date with us every Saturday morning. I know that most of us up here in the state, it is our weekends that we relax. But for you to even get up from your bed, turn on your phone and go to Facebook or log into your Facebook account just to come sit here and listen to me, we appreciate you. We thank you so much for doing that. And as I always say, as you keep carrying us along, may God answer you speedily anytime that you call. May the heavens back everything and anything that you say. And when you need an answer from God, may He answer you speedily. We thank you so much for the support. Please share the page to bring people on. Please share the page to invite people. Please share this video. Let it go onto all platforms: WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Let it go everywhere, because somebody needs this. Somebody needs to hear this. Maybe this is all somebody is waiting for. This is the only thing somebody is looking to hear to make that change in their life. I thank you all so much for joining me. If you do not know who I am, my name is Amanda Akrufiaye, and I am your host for A Dose of Encouragement. As I always say, we come your way every Saturday morning. Turn the notification button on Facebook. And when we come online, you will get that notification to join us. Let us also know the topics that you would want us to discuss next. Let us know. As a matter of fact, maybe we can set up polls later on, letting our followers know, to let us know what they want us to talk about yet. And we will definitely answer you. And I have not forgotten what we talked about last week, of we coming back to continue with dealing with rejection part 2. We'll find time and bring back our host or bring somebody else, and then we can talk about it, because as I said last week, I do not think that we exhausted that topic that much. So bring your comments, put your comments in there, share this video, let it reach all platforms. And until I come your way again, stay blessed. Have a fruitful Saturday, or have a fruitful weekend, and have a blessed week ahead. I will see you next week. But until then, let's chat on the platform. Let's chat on our site. Let's chat on Facebook here on A Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. I sign out. Once again, thank you so much. And this is A Dose of Encouragement with Amanda. And I am your host, Amanda Akrufiaye. Until I come your way next week, bye for now.